Hello everyone and welcome to Quality Old Games. This is episode 7 of Rome Total War, and we are continuing the Grand or Imperial campaign as a House of Julii. And in last episode we opened a new front in Carthage, so let's make a brief strategic overview. So we have the southern front here, and we are about to assault this Carthaginian troop, which seems to contain some pretty good units and some experienced units, as well as some pretty poor units. This may be a tough fight. And then in the western front we declared war against the Britons, and we are besieging Lugdunum as well as Trier. Unfortunately, the Spanish attacked from our backs and managed to conquer Nabomarsus, so we need to raise a new army to push the Spanish back and maybe even take one of their cities as a kind of protective area for us, for a buffer area here in northern Spain. And I think in this front we will take these two cities, and if we can manage to get reinforcements from northern Italy, we will use this army to conquer Britons as well. If not, then it will reinforce Decius Lucullus here to recapture Nabomarsus. We have pretty good diplomatic relations with Dacia and Scythia, so I don't think that we should receive attack from them very soon. In the eastern front we managed to beat the Pontus, and I think we need to properly garrison Tarsus, as we are next to Egypt and they have quite decent troops and army. It might be even viable in a short while to push, for example, to Antioch, because it has stone walls, which will be very helpful in defending the city. Otherwise, in the eastern front, we could push into Armenia. These are pretty decent cities they have here. And we have an army here that's soon ready to push. Actually, the Triarii are not so great units, so we will train Princeps instead. And then, of course, we need to garrison this Antioch here very well. It will serve also as a staging area if we decide to attack, for example, to Salamis or Sidon or Jerusalem. And here in the southern front, I think we must push west and capture Syrta from the Carthaginians. I think the Scipii will take Lepsis Magna, which likely will mean that the Carthaginians will have only maybe one more city here, but I don't know the situation in Spain. Maybe they have a city or two here as well. But nonetheless, this Syrta will be ours, hopefully. And then we will see what we'll do. Maybe take the Palma here. And of course, in Italy, we need to prepare to seize Rome. Actually, where is it? Senate are standing with the people is high enough, I think that we could attack Rome. Fortunately, our standing with Senate has not dropped yet, so they don't, for example, ask our faction leader to suicide himself. But I think we can continue. So, in Trier, let's see. We have battering rams and we are ready to assault. I think our attack against the Britons is at the moment having a bit of a shock value. So we need to push as fast as possible. So that they cannot organize good enough defense against us. By the way, this army has quite a lot of cavalry. Not necessarily a bad thing, but in assaulting cities, I think infantry would be much better. Let's hope this is a big enough city so that we could get more infantry trained, decent infantry. And let's see what kind of reinforcements they have if our cavalry would be able to prevent them from joining the battle. At least some infantry are there. Chariots, they are a bit problematic. Okay, light chariots, likely light chariots as well. Let's try to take them out. The general first, because then the rest will flee easier. Some warhounds as well.
The enemy general flees. Press forward so the spirit of his army is broken too.
Oh, unfortunately they are fleeing to the city. Well, at least we are doing some damage to them, so the actual capturing of the city should be easier.
The gods have smiled on us today. The walls are broken. Our troops should be ordered forward.
And there are quite a bit of warhounds, so it's kind of imperative that we manage to take them out before the hounds are leashed or unleashed. Seems the enemy general is putting up a decent fight.
Enemies show their true virtue. They are
Hopefully
not
we can
soldiers.
take him down. Yes.
Great gods be praised. The enemy general is killed. Fear makes a home in our enemy's
And
hearts.
now all the hounds have been taken care of. So we are good to go with the rest of our army. And let's see if we move these a bit further here. Maybe we are able to take care of at least some of those chariots. And let's move in. I think these are able to do it best. And actually I think we can move others in as well.
Great gods! Our soldiers have done well this day. The walls are taken.
So is this fight going to lure? I think it is. That enemy general towards us. And as this is spear infantry, they are going to do quite okay against chariots.
The enemy general is running away. This is no way for a leader to behave, but in battle, it's beyond belief. The enemy general is killed. Fear makes a home in our enemy's hearts.
So these units will allow our main army to form up in here. And I think we are soon able to push forward. It seems the fight is joined here, and I think my principes should make short work of this. Yeah, and we don't need to mop this up because the enemy armies are fully disbanded as we win this. At least that one defending the city. And let's put a Temple of Jupiter there, and Mogontiacum will be our next target. So actually, I think we might even be able to start pushing there right away. They are defending a bridge, but that shouldn't matter even on auto-resolve. And we can put this city under siege. Quite a few chariots, apparently. And maybe we will send one unit of principes to reinforce Trier. We can also assault Lugdunum. Some chariots here as well. Actually, my infantry is in a bit of the weaker side, so my archers need to be effective if we are to win this. Because the infantry may have some troubles against those enemy chariots, especially as half of it, or half of our infantry is mercenaries. And additionally we have a bit more cavalry than we need, but let's make do with what we have. And actually the enemy tower there is in a pretty bad position for us. It is able to guard the gate there quite well. And now our archers need to attack from the shield side of the enemies. But I think the most important units to try to take out are the chariots and the warhounds. Because every killed unit in there will take down, I guess, for 3 or 4 hounds. So it's quite decent target.
Our soldiers have reached the gates with a battering ram. Our soldiers are at the walls. Now they must batter a way through.
Okay, the light chariots are firing. It seems the barbarian warlord just lost 1. Chariot. Let's see if we could attack against those missile chariots. Or light chariots.
Our soldiers have done their work well. The battering ram has broken
At least some
through
are
the gate.
going down. Actually, are they coming out? Might be.
us today. The walls are broken. Our troops should be ordered forward.
Well, at least a decent number of those warhounds are going down. The warband is starting to take casualties. The light chariots are still doing pretty okay. And it seems the swordsmen are in reserve. But the enemy has lost almost 1/5 of their units. I think we will still shoot for some time before moving to engage. Okay. The warhounds are panicking. Hopefully we can take a couple of more of them down. Yeah, that's okay. And I think we are ready to move in. Let's bring the general to the front as well. So he will support the morale of our melee units.
Great gods! Our soldiers have done well this day. The walls are taken.
Okay. It seems the enemy warband is on a warpath. Let's try to take down as many of them as possible, so we don't need to fight them in the city center. And as they were tired or exhausted, they are not able to run away, so we were able to run them down. It seems the swordsmen are coming. It seems that flank is protected well enough. We can bring the Velites, Velites, to buy time if needed. And is it too ambitious to try to flank the swordsmen with princeps? Well, let's bring the Hastati here to guard the flank. Okay, the missile cavalry is running. Unfortunately, there are at least 2 full units of missile cavalry or light chariots still. And the swordsmen are putting up quite a decent fight, but eventually they break. And let's try to run everyone from that unit down. Okay, good. And let's organize our melee in a new position. And the cavalry can engage there. Let's bring the archers here, as well as the general. Okay, these are running. Interesting. No, you won't. Okay, enemy general is down, but our mercenaries are running. Not what they are supposed to be doing. Let's see, this is a bit of a gamble. Fortunately, it seems to be paying off. And the city or village is ours. Rather a village. Even though we can build paved roads here, which is excellent. It will make troop transfers a decent amount faster, but I think I need to send a reinforcing army towards Massilia. I think this will do a decent job there. And then we had the battle here in the southern front. So the force strength is even. That unit of elephants and that sacred band are going to be trouble. But let's see if our javelin men could take care of those elephants.
There are many roads to unit. Await my orders. Unit.
And unfortunately, our infantry is not very high quality. Mostly, as there are mercenaries. And we have quite a bit of cavalry as well. But maybe this cavalry unit could cause some damage to the elephants. So they have some cavalry of their own, which needs to be dealt with first. Oh, they have quite a bit of cavalry as well. Let's try to take it down. Oh, both of those are fleeing. That was quite a blow, actually. How?
The enemy general is slain, and now his men fear us. It is time to press the attack.
That's actually devastating. So missile cavalry shouldn't be able to beat even light cavalry. But maybe now. Okay. So at least some of the elephants are going down. And actually fleeing. Excellent. And now we can strike against the skirmishers. Let's see about that sacred band. It's quite frightening, to tell the truth. And let's try to take out the rest of the mercenaries, as well as the slingers. And the sacred band is starting to take losses eventually. seems to have decent morale. And they seem to be the only enemy fighting us at the moment. So hopefully we can break the hoplite formation here. I think it's going to break. And it should make the battle quite a bit easier. Even though some of our mercenaries are starting to flee. Let's see if the hoplites will hold. We are about halfway done. Okay, they are breaking. So let's give them an opportunity to flee. So our cavalry can run them down.
The enemy army is in flight. Pursue them and drive them from the battlefield.
But that sacred band was surprisingly tough nut to crack. Fortunately, we were able to decimate it altogether. Okay, so this was heroic victory. We took quite heavy casualties, but the enemy had pretty decent army there. Oh. And about of pretty decent armies. I think I will position this unit to the bridge. It may be our only chance if the enemy decides to challenge the army. And this also means that we need to send quite heavy reinforcements to aid. And here it will take 2 more turns to get the Imperial Palace. All in all, I think we are making progress here, and of course the question is now, I think we will actually send the troops out, because if they are rioting, I don't want my army to suffer casualties. Maybe the general will help a bit there. And let's see, maybe I should besiege Antioch here right away. Because there is such a small garrison that I think it will be beneficial in any case to open up a new front there, especially as there are cities that are constantly making new units for our reinforcing army. So actually, could we retrain the equites? Okay, there. from Sinope. Let's retrain the units and then start to push eastward. This is beginning to look like a total war, where we have war against everyone. So in Athens, I think we can build practice range in Byzantium. Let's make communal farming in Thapsus. I think paved roads will pay for themselves in Sinope. I think the arena will help us keep public order in check. In Tarsus, okay, we have a shrine to Jupiter. And in Trier as well. And in Lugdunum, I think we can build paved roads first and then continue with something else. And the reinforcements are moving and we can actually retrain the Hastati there. And I think I can send some reinforcements to Quintus Victor. Let's hire the mercenaries and let's see if we can auto-resolve this battle here. We should be able, the ratio is... Oh! And we actually managed to lose the battle, so I need to do it manually. Because really, this army cannot lose against those Britons with this caliber of general. Okay, and the enemy general, does it have actually a golden chevron? Okay, that may explain some of the reason for our loss, but even that general shouldn't be that good. So that tower, I guess it was shooting these.
Our soldiers are at the walls! Now they must batter a way through. The enemy gate is down! Our battering ram has done its work.
Let's send some reinforcements to help the Hastati unit here. It's quite experienced, so it shouldn't have too much troubles taking the warband down.
Show no mercy! The enemy walls are down! Make sure their soldiers are buried beneath the ruins! Great gods! Our soldiers have done well this day. The walls are taken.
And it's time to enter the town, it seems. So hopefully those mercenaries are going to do it. Okay, some light chariots charging. Hopefully, okay, I think we are doing a decent job taking them down. And actually the enemy general is attacking. So let's just bring enough infantry. I think the mass should be able to handle it, as it is already taking quite heavy losses, despite the golden chevron.
The gods who fill the heart of the enemy general with fear. Now he flees the field like a coward.
And there.
Great gods be praised. The enemy general is killed.
With this,
Fear makes a home in our
the
enemy's
battle
hearts.
should be ours. Okay, it seems it's time to push forward. And you guys can wait a bit. And the battle is ours. Went quite a lot better than the auto-resolve. Unfortunately, this is also rather a village. Let's actually disband the mercenaries so we can retrain. our units properly. And I think Pata Vodurum will be our next target. And I think this army, let's see. Napomasius is quite lightly defended, so we actually might be able to besiege it, so that next turn we are able to conquer it, especially as we are able to bring some reinforcements. And this army is marching forward. The reinforcements in northern Africa are on the move. And then we need to decide at next turn what to do with the mercenaries there. Here reinforcements are coming as well. And I think we should be able to capture Antioch. And it's quite well-sized city. And I think we should construct arena first in order to keep the public order up. And then in Sinope, I think we will leave some mercenaries out. But before that, we need to combine the troops. At least, actually, we can combine these two. But these will be left out absolutely. And as we move out, let's see about the public order. Not very great. Some cavalry, these are poor fighters, and they seem to do wonders for the public order there. And I think we have a turn. Let's see if all the cities here are producing troops according to plan. Yes, they are. I think we can accept to trade with Germania. And yeah, we have the Imperial Palace and Gaius Marius as well. And it seems Vibius the Wrathful is Pontifex Maximus plus 5 influence, which is absolutely excellent. And Marcus Julius is a praetor. Some improvements here. And Lucius Julius is an aedile. Also wonderful. And we have a new family member, Marcus Julius. I think he can garrison Mogontium, or whatever the city name was. And let's build archery range here, because now our unit selection is rather limited. And in Batavium, I think we shall build Awesome Temple of Jupiter and start to recruit Praetorian Guard. In Tylis, let's build Syros. It's a decent sized city in Alasia. think public baths, Carthage, public baths as well, as the city is growing very fast. And in Antioch, let's repair the armorer and train these units as much as possible, because we cannot train actually better units at this moment. Except in Sinope, where we will of course switch to legionary cohorts.
Orders. Move out. No more moves, sir. Orders. General.
And it's time to combine troops here. And as cavalry isn't very useful in city battles, I think we will send these units out if we are able. And let's send those hoplites as well. Then the army can besiege the city here. And we have space for 3 more units. Let's combine these. 1, 2, 1, 3. While actually, okay, it's enemy general. Let's not fight, but these units can absolutely reinforce the battle there. The Gauls have some reinforcements, so I think I will bring some as well, excluding these two, and actually these two will be required to defend, but these will go to Alesia to guard it. And there are quite a few Britons out there, which means that a decent sized garrison must be left in Mogontiacum. I guess these should be able to hold the city. Of course, we can send some reinforcements from Alesia. We can actually start to train legionaries as well as archer auxilia, which are actually very good bowmen. And let's break the siege here. And actually this is a bit problematic, as I cannot retrain the older units anymore. So I have to make do with what I have, or what we have at the moment. So let's have a next turn. Another siege. And where might this be located? In Sparta. I think he can go to Larissa. In Pergamum, I think we shall build arena. In Massilia, blacksmith, Masaka, highways, and in Antioch, yeah, we repaired the armorer. But it's it's interesting to see how well we will actually fare against the Egyptians, because they have quite decent armies already against us. But this Kote should be relatively easy pickings for us. Okay. The enemy has a decent sized army there, but we should be able... Okay. Well then not. That army is going to need a general. And actually I lost more than the enemy, even though there was only one unit in their army. So what kind of chances we have here? Not good. They are quite decent elephants. I think we can starve that city out. The Carthage we will also switch to legionaries, and in Thapsus to archer auxiliars, which are of course more expensive, but they are quite a bit better than the initial archers. Okay, Dacians want to form an alliance, maybe. Okay, here the enemy is attacking our back. And it seems the Spanish have brought some decent armies in the area. Of course. So, our alliance with Dacians was pretty short. And at the moment... Okay, nothing too bad here. But it seems our capability to construct buildings is being hampered. Well, we just have to do with what we have. And actually, I think this is better general. Here we can hire some mercenaries. We need to fight there. But I think this will be better reinforced than the town there. This city will hold out 4 turns. 3 units in the enemy army. Let's send some reinforcements from Alasia. east. The reinforcements are starting to arrive. Oh. Actually, if I'm lucky, they will attack. So there shouldn't be too many problems. And I think we can win this battle easily. Gain some money. And we'll be able to build some garrison there as well. I think the legionaries will be needed here. And at least some of these units. Actually, I won't send them because the Armenians may strike there. I think the situation is quite interesting here. If I can beat this army, actually Lemonium is under danger soon as well. Maybe I'm spreading my troops a bit too thinly. So let's send some units to challenge this Spaniard a bit further. Okay, I think it's time to save. Thank you very much for watching. If you like the content, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It will help a great deal. You can also post comments about the strategy or tactics I should use in the campaign or in the battles. Have a great rest of the day. Quality Old Games out.